I dribble, 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 drip, drip, drip. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. See who's around and who's not. Oh gosh, now how did I mess that? Okay, 13 free grant program. Okay, oh, sorry. Messed up here. Well, let's see what's going on. Oh, YouTubers. Oh, we got married in the morning. We got married in the morning. Messed up here. I don't know what's going on. Oh. Well, I've been doing research all day, and I still got a lot more to do. But I thought, I would take some time to see if I could help anybody here. Because I just got bored. I could only so much I could do with that researching at one clip without my mind going a little batty. So I figured, well, come on, see if I can help somebody, because I just talk to the screen and yell at it and I feel like an old cranky guy. So maybe I could help some folks here, but I'm going to cover that topic today, about housing, because I did a phone, letsgo.com/talk today, and it was about that, and I was surprised how I was able to just say it so easily and put it all in perspective for her, and was able to, get the links for her. So I'm going to put it up on also the list that I'm going to go over with you today. I'm going to put it up on Free Money News. So on Facebook.com, Free Money News, I'm going to put it up there. He paid $19.90. What do I call customer service? Ronald McGee, hi. Paid $19.90. What'd you pay $19.90 for, Ronald? Email me. Let's Go Free Radio. Let's Go Free Radio at gmail.com. Oh, that's a little hard to see. But email me there, because I don't know, I guess it's an order. You bought something and, hello, working hard or hardly working. Yeah, one or the other. I love working with it. What's so nice too about being your own boss? Well, I won't do this now. I'll do something else now and stop. And I don't have to account to anybody. Boy, if I had to account for anybody, to anybody. Excuse me, I'm gonna get that Sharpie. Okay, something come to it. So Ronald, what was it? Did you download a book? Because if it's most of my things at $19.90 are downloadable. So the download will be in that in the receipt you get after you pay. Then you get an email of the receipt, and there's a link there to download. If it's letsgo.com, a monthly thing, then that's different. But I don't think that's $19.90. I think it's $19.95. See, I try to see a little difference on all that. Oh, well, let me know either way, whatever it is, so I could figure that out. No, I mean, I feel, that's the thing. I'll give you a refund anywhere, anytime. I don't care. I mean, that's the thing. It's so hard to, when you talk about something that you have, I mean, what people hear is sometimes different than what I say, and sometimes, the act of, trying to sell or educate, you sometimes, use hyperboles and everything that maybe people feel disappointed or anything. I never want to have anybody feel that they've been taken advantage of. So anytime you buy anything from me, I'll give you money back no matter what. I don't care what you can rip me off and I'll give you your money back. Because I think that's the only way you can deal in business. People have, like the financial services industry. I have 15,000 pages for you to approve of, and God, they wrote them, right? So they wrote them in their favor. So everything in there is to cover their ass, not yours. And it's just terrible. That means they don't stand by their work. And I do. So if I get over enthusiastic and you think you're going to make one phone call and get a check for $1 million in the mail next week, well, I could see maybe my enthusiasm does that sometimes, but it's not going to be real for most people. So that's why I'm getting bored with what I was doing. Nice timing. Oh, well, thank you, Melinda. What were you doing? I was getting bored with what I'm doing too, but I have to go back to it. You don't need a grant writer. Somebody popped in. Yeah, that was yesterday. Yesterday I talked about how we don't need a grant writer. Today I want to talk about housing, because I do a lot of housing reports. So I do the reports that if you want to get in the real estate business, if you want to buy a house, fix up a house, anything like that, what I do is research and find every program. Need new floors really bad. Okay, that's what we're going to talk to you about. I'm trying to establish my domain name. Well, that's easy. You just give somebody money and you do it. Let's see. Be careful when you're accumulating domain names. I mean, I've been doing this for years, and so what the hell? I've never used that in 10 years. Why do I think that's so important? It's sort of like stuff in my closet. That's why these people make more money, even if it's $10 a year from you. We got people. Oh my goodness. My memory is just terrible. I don't know if it's a short term, long term. How could you tell if it's short term or long term if you don't remember? So I can't remember if it's short term or long term. So anyway, I do these reports and I show people about 150 sources of money and help, non-traditional. In other words, you could go Google like grants for real estate or flipping houses or buying a house, any of that stuff, and literally get 100 million websites. And again, like all the stuff, what you're going to see there is Instagram. Oh, Instagram's picking up a little bit. What you're going to see there, and all those people are people going to sell you stuff. People selling you money. People selling you courses. People selling you all that kind of stuff. Instagram, I don't want to forget that again. And what I do is just do a report of the stuff you don't have to pay any money for. Okay, and non-traditional. There's some money programs, loans and stuff, but they're subsidized. So I only show you the subsidized stuff. This is government subsidized stuff, nonprofit subsidized stuff, community development stuff, all that kind of things. So it's the non-traditional stuff. I'm not going to tell you, what the Bank America has for you or anything like that. No, that's not for me. So I'm showing you things that that don't advertise, basically what it is. It's all these organizations that I show you don't advertise. So I don't want to help the people. Let's go love broadcasts. I love your broadcast. Oh, thank you. I enjoy doing them. I love feedback. I think that's the only way I can see if what I'm doing is worthwhile. I don't want to do any work that's not appreciated by any people. Why the hell we do it? We satisfy ourselves. I mean, to me, you satisfy yourself really by helping somebody else. By why do you make love to yourself? I mean, that's not so interesting. It's more interesting to make love to somebody else. So that's what our work should be. It is something like that too. We should be, what is it doing for somebody else? And that's what I do. So that's why I need feedback. So that's why I love this, to see what people want, talk, or whatever. Like the information today, people need about fixing up a house. So that's it. And by the way, I just put up a bunch of things on Free Money News. So if you go there, I got so many programs on there. I mean, there's about 500 programs. I know a lot of people have disabilities, that follow my stuff. Go to Free Money News. I just put up, it's actually for Oklahoma. Oklahoma has, they're in financial trouble in the state and everything, and states like that usually don't have good stuff, but they have so many good resource directories. I'm so shocked. I mean, there's one, and actually the one, and I have a list there on Free Money News, a link and everything. It's for seniors and people with disability and anybody else, because they categorize things like, it's like almost like one of my one-stops, And even though it's for Oklahoma, well, if you get that, you'll see most of those things are in every state. And that's what I do with my stuff. So if you don't want to buy my stuff, I mean, this is a good place. Look at that thing that they have that I put up there from Oklahoma. It's a link, and you could go there. They have everything from education, housing, and just an extra spending money alone. They must have 40 or 50 programs like that. It's just amazing to me. I mean, I was really impressed. What's your website again? My website again. It's not again. It's Lesko, Lesko. Okay, here, lesco.com/one-stop. That's where, this is the best work I'm doing now. It is putting together these one-stop for your state. I got about, I'm close to 30 of them done now. If your state isn't there, I'll do it. Just put for my state, and that's the generic one, and then I do it for your state, and you're the first one to do. And like I said, well, I'm doing Oklahoma now. And then talk is where I talk on the phone with you. Like today, the woman who wanted to fix up her home, actually it was her mother's home, her parents or whatever. Courses, I'm putting a lot of my one-stop courses there, and they're like $5 more there because it's a little extra. But if you have the report, that's good enough. But if you like learning that way, I have that. So if you decide, I have very few up there on the courses yet, but that's there. And then the custom research. So that's what I do. The two big custom research ones are one's for housing that I'm talking about tonight, and the other one's for starting a business. So if you want to start a business or a nonprofit, I show you 200-300 sources of money and help where you live. See, it's handmade, it's custom made, by hand. Let's go custom reports, and that's it. But more importantly, you get a feel for the kind of stuff I'm going to send you. If you go to Free Money News, that's where as I'm doing research every day. Let's see. What's the website? Free Money News. Oh, that's Facebook. Facebook.com/Free Money News. And that's it. And I'm going to put this whole list up there too that I'm going to go over tonight on where to look when getting money to fix up your home or your apartment or anything. And this is only grant programs. I'm not telling you where to get loans and stuff like that. This is who has the money. And some of it will be zero interest loans. There's a lot of that for fix up now too. Zero interest loans. So instead of buying it at an interest rate, you don't have to do that. Oh, I forgot to post on this thing. Okay. And so because they have zero interest, but the bank isn't going to give you zero interest loans, but governments and nonprofits and things like that, they have the zero interest. And I also put in a lot of stuff that's on the internet, and how to do that, because it's a good way to raise money, particularly if you're flipping houses, want to be an investor, stuff like that, to show you about the big programs that are available, to develop housing. In your community, and how to use these tax credits and the grants from the community development block grants that every community has, and you can take advantage of too. You don't have to be a fat guy, you just have to know where to go. And you don't even need to hire a grant writer, because they'll have money, and this is mostly county money, they'll have a lesson for you for free to learn all about it, 'cause that's their job. Hey, Gabe is there. Well, listen, Gabe is working his heart out here because we've been, he does the Facebook groups, Let's Go Fans Q&A. Facebook groups, Let's Go Fans Q&A. You want to write that down. Let's go. Why doesn't this number work? 301, because it's contact you. We haven't sent me my items purchased. Oh, what did you purchase, Brian? Email me at Let's Go Free Radio. Because everything I send is emails, and they should be, and if it's a purchase, it's downloaded. If something I custom research, Joe is there from Harrisburg. If it's something I custom research, then it takes about 2 weeks, and I'm pretty much up to date on everything. So I'm surprised that you don't have it and I'm bad with names, so I can't remember off the top of my head. So email letsgofreeradio@gmail.com, and I'll look into it. First thing in the morning, see what the heck's going on. What happened? What is it? Can you tell me, chat there, what it is? Because I'd be curious. Anyway, so Gabe and I are working on a promotion we're thinking about for groups, on Facebook groups. Les Goes Fan Q&A is that, see, that's a place to get Michigan research. Oh, I sent that out. Yeah, that was last week. Wow. Yeah, because I just finished that, another research. Okay, email me so I can make sure I got the wrong person, the right person. Yeah, it's done. So, sorry. Maybe check your, but it's a big file. It's like 20 kazumis or whatever it is, whatever. I'm almost at the limit, Yeah, I sent it out. What is today already? Yeah, no, it was like over the weekend or Monday at the least. Okay, sorry, Brian. Beat on me if not. Let's go free radio. Let's see, 13. So anyway, so Gabe and I, for the Let's Go Fans Q&A, this is where you want to, this is where your share. I've got my share I'm doing on Free Money News. Okay, all the work I'm doing, I'm sharing with anybody there. Okay, the stuff I say. Now, I want you to share with other people too. So if you're sharing, I'm sharing. That's the way we all grow in society a lot faster. If I don't have to spend 5 hours on the internet looking at something because you found that, hey, it's right here. Here's the link. So you could improve the productivity of the nation by showing the rest of us a free goodie that you found, whether it's a source of money, a source of free services, or something that is clever. I mean, I'm not interested in porn. Well, actually today then. But I mean, weird stuff. You're gonna, do weird stuff. We're not interested in that. Really, stuff that really helps people. It could be fun too, but more helping people. I mean, that's what it's all about. But now we're going to have what we call the Free Money Olympics. Okay, the Olympics are going to start tomorrow, and I think it goes for about 2 weeks or so. Is that right, Gabe? Is it 2 weeks? So at the end of 2 weeks, all the references we get from everybody, we're going to choose like top 3. There's going to be a gold, a silver, and a bronze award we're going to give out. And we're going to give out, we're not sure of the prizes, but they're going to be of value, at least $100 worth. A lot of it will be maybe a Let'sGo.com subscription for the rest of your life or something like that. And so things like that, products I have that we'll give away for free, and Gabe and I are working on some other little tangible thing too for the top 3, and we don't know what that is. So start adding to there and make it so that we could find you. I'm sure we can, because it will find you through your Facebook account, because by, at the end of 2 weeks, we'll go over these things and announce the awards. Yeah. And if you're that good, Gabe, I think, I'll figure out how to, we'll do an interview if you want too. So we'll do either a Skype interview or whatever, and so for prosperity, we'll have the winner, and we'll do a split screen interview. I think they do that on Facebook too, but I know I've done them before on Skype. And we'll do that and have fun doing that too. If you don't want to be on the air, I mean, don't worry about it. You don't have to. I don't like getting dressed up sometimes either, for that. But that's it. So, and it's really to encourage people to try to share. So that means take the link of something that you found, or even describe it so somebody else could find it, and share it with the rest of us there. Like I'm going to put all the items I'm getting grants for free that I'm going to talk about now. I'm going to put that list up either tonight or first thing in the morning. But I also put up about 10 items already today. And they're all great stuff. Let's see if I could find. Let's see, 65 public and private grants for people with disabilities. To fix up your home. And that's part of the list I have now too, because these are all private sources from anywhere. And that list came from Oklahoma, and their disability things. But what they do is they're very open-minded. I mean, it'll be programs that you don't have to be disabled to use, but disabled can use it. Say, if you have a disability and you've got to get a ramp in your kitchen or a new bathtub or something like that, so there's programs set aside for that grant money to do that. But they have other things just to fix up anything. Get $10,000 to do that. So they have that in that list. And it's not only for Oklahoma, it's for everybody. These are national organizations too. That's right. These people in Oklahoma do the research well, man. I'm really shocked. So get in there and start learning this stuff. So you can help yourself, help your neighbors, help your friend, help anybody. We need that. You could be the info maniac, in your group. Okay, now here. Okay, if you're going to look for money, free money, or very cheap, the bank won't give you that cheap, it is the first two places you go is your county and city. This varies depending on your live. That's why when you get my report, what I do is go to those counties and cities and I describe the programs that are there. Hey, I've been trying to get help for my business. I haven't had any luck. I've been denied by FEMA and SBA and through a disaster. I'm about to lose everything. Okay, Cameron, there's two things we could do. I think the best is to call. Because I can send you a whole bunch of stuff, that maybe you'll go around in circles again. And I think it's best if you rethink the whole thing. And that's what I think I'm pretty good at too. So if you want to call lesco.com/ or go to lesco.com/talk. And just choose a time. I'm usually free, and we'll talk that through and what to do, because there's other ways that maybe just looking for that magic big check to solve your problems. Now you're sort of feeling maybe that's not going to work, so now it's plan B time maybe, and I'd be happy to go over some options on that too. Okay, but so your county and city for the housing money. Now when you go their website, so you want Scranton, Pennsylvania, okay, and then .gov, make sure that's it, and go into the departments, and when you're looking, Naima, she's there. How's I've been talking the last 2 days, Naima, I talked about your crowdfunding thing. Put the link up here in the chat so people can see what you did. Yeah, I've been explaining the heck out of it to everybody, how clever it was, what you're doing. And when I saw, boy, you're about a third of the way there already, just after the first day or so. So anyway, you go to your city and county, go to the list of departments, and there's two words you're looking for. Housing, surprise, and the other one is community development, okay, because they're the ones that have money for that. Some of it is sometimes in the health department, but that's the major ones. So you want to go there, okay, the county and city office, community development, and housing. And just tell them you're looking for programs, financial assistance programs, whatever. Don't say you want a grant. Don't say you're anything. The more you say precisely what you think you need, the less you're going to get, because you won't see all the stuff that you could probably use too. But you don't know that yet because you don't know how to ask for it. Okay, so that's the place you go. Okay, the next thing you do is every state has what's called a housing finance agency. A housing finance agency. Now, I'm going to put this link up on Free Money News, but here's the link. It's ncsha.org. N is in Nancy, C is in Charlie, S is in Sam, H is in Hotel, A is in Apple.org. That's the National Association of these organizations. See, we're so organized in this country. You got one state that has an office that does something, then every state will have that office. They'll call it something else, but they'll make an association out of it, so you have a place to go to find that same office in every state. So that's right. They will they do have programs for fix-up money. They'll have grant programs, they'll have low-interest loan programs, zero-interest loan programs, all fix-up money I'm talking about. Loan programs you don't have to pay back and everything. So it varies by state. Every state is different. Can't say exactly what they are where your state, but that's where you look, okay? Now, the other thing for fix-up money, particularly the nice woman today I spoke with, it was her folks' home, and Department of Agriculture, USDA, if you put rural development, rd.usda.gov, rd for rural development, usda.gov. Okay, now what you're looking there is for repair loans and grants, I think it is, but just home repairs. Repair loans and grants. So housing repair loans and grants there. Now, okay, won't let me post the link. Okay. Just put the word again. So and I'll say it. What's the? Will it let you? Yeah, I forget the name of the crowdfunding platform you're using, even though you don't have that. So I can make sure people. And then the title of your. Project too. Okay, so it's rd.usda.gov, and there's grants and loans for fix-up. And the grants, even though you don't even have to be, if I recall, you don't even have to be in a rural area too. So you could be downtown Milwaukee, and as long as you're a senior, it's for seniors. So check that out too. That's free money. Okay, now here's some nonprofits that will help you. One is called Habitat for Humanity. They have fix-up money. They have also places to buy a home at half price. Their houses are half price you can get anywhere else because they don't charge any interest. You get a mortgage from them when you get a house. You have to volunteer your time to the organization. But you get a house and your mortgage is half price. I mean, that's amazing. So instead of paying, $2,000 a month on a mortgage, you only spend $1,000. Or pledge cents. Okay, so this is Naima's thing. And what's clever about this, I think you want to see, is how she's raising money to start her new business because she's just doing one class. She wants to teach people about mathematics. So it's eliminating math anxiety, okay? So she found a school that she's going to give this course one time at, and she convinced the school to use their names and things like that, and then because they have to say, if you go crowdfunding, you have to have names. You have to know people to send them about the crowdfunding. You just can't hang it up and people are going to throw money at you. If you may be able to get some momentum. So you have to have names or publicity, and you could develop that list, but if you don't develop it, then you work with somebody else like Naima is. So she's going with that because she's going to give the course there. So they're going to get the money. So really they're crowdfunding the money to pay her. So this is what you do. This is a way to do it. So it costs her nothing to do this, and she sees if it works, because if she's doing the course like that and crowdfunding, then you're getting automatic feedback if this works or not. So now, for a very low price, very low thing, she'll either it'll fail and she have to think of an idea, but she has a real life experience of it worked or not. Not a pretend one, not going to some expert who's an expert in starting businesses. They don't know about this shit. They could tell you something they know, but it won't work or not with what she's doing. Who the hell knows that? But she knows it, and that's what's important. So that's why it's eliminating all these high-priced middlemen. You take a simple idea, you boil it down to one little thing, and you try it somewhere for nothing, and now she's actually on the market and trying it. So that's why I think we all start our own businesses doing this. That's why I think, look how she's doing it. And this is, you want to be like I put up something on Free Money News about being a dancer, teaching people how to dance. And really, people with two left feet are getting married, want to have practice dancing, So you could dance that. Come over to people's house and give an hour or two a lesson about how to do the first dance. And so you have the music they're going to do, and you practice dancing. And that's a gig. That's a business. That could be a whole big business. Who knows what it's like? Okay, so now we're back to Habitat for Humanity. Houses at half price, and they also come and fix up houses. Sometimes they'll charge you just for materials. Sometimes they give you zero interest loans. See, those programs are different all over. So you have to check. Now here's another nonprofit that fixes up houses for free. Okay, so they come out, because they're all volunteers and they get all this kind of stuff, and they come and fix your house for free. It's called Rebuilding Together. Rebuilding Together. So that's a free program. Okay, now that's .org. It's not going to be .com. It's .org. Okay, here's another. Every state has what's called a weatherization assistance program, and that's at your state capital. They're also usually through the Community Action Agency. I don't know if you know about Community Action Agencies. This is a place to look for grant money for doing almost anything, is the Community Action Agency. Glad I still made it to some of this. Oh, thanks, Chris. So the Community Action Agency knows about, there's two programs that you could use for fix-up money. One is the Weatherization Assistance Program, WAP. That's a federal program that goes to the state and then goes locally. Then the other one is LEAP, LIHEAP, and that's a low income heating assistance something. It's really paying your utility bills, but also to fix up your heating and cooling system. Okay, that's LEAP, LIHEAP. Okay, so they're more or less the major program. Now, also there's a lot of fix-up money at what's called the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. That's a little tricky to find that one, to use that one. Is that government? Yes, everything, yes, LEAP is government, Federal Home Loan Bank Board is government, yes. Everything I'm talking about is government, or the nonprofits were Habitat for Humanity and Rebuilding. I'm not going to probably ever, very few times, I'm going to talk about a .com. Everything I'm talking about is going to be .gov or .org, and everything here today it certainly is. So Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Now the problem is they have a national bank. I forget where they're headquartered, maybe in Washington, D.C. Then they have about 7 or 8 regions across the country. So your state, wherever you are part of the region. So you got to go to national, look where your regional bank, where your state is in what region. Then you go to that region bank, and because every region has different programs. Now they'll have fix-up money programs. And they also have a lot of IDAs, those individual development accounts, where you put in $1, they put in $3 or $4 or $5. So they have a lot of those too. But you have to track it down. You have to go to the region you're in, and then to find the banks that are using that from that regional one. Then also you do is call 211. 211, you could, or 211.org, or call them, or just go to the website, www.211.org. You put in your name, zip code, or whatever. And Naima, I like your crowdfund idea too. Oh, that's good. And they will, and you'll see just put home repair. And that's where you find a lot of government, nonprofits, but a lot of nonprofits, little nonprofits in the area could pop up there. That's where I find extra ones, that I couldn't find anywhere else. Otherwise, I'm going to the sources. When I do this kind of research, I'll go right, put the name of the city or the county and put .gov, go to that website of the city, and then search all the department and agencies, where they are. Because they're really either something called housing, something called community development, or in the health. Because the health department has things like for lead paint, they have programs to help you get rid of lead paint because it makes you die. If you have old paint in your apartment or something like that, I think it'd be before 1977 or something. I've got 2 different inventions. They both should be safety standards in automobile industry. How could I get these projects going? I've listened to you and tried several things. I've heard you say you do. Yeah, well, actually, I think the best, Cameron, I have for anybody with inventions is I have a report. It's also on Udemy or lesco.com/course. But if you go to lesco.com/tutor, right on the front page, there's a $20 item for people starting a business or invention. And that is the place to start. It's a handful of things. Otherwise, I could do a big report for you that'll be 200 things, and that's a little overwhelming. And I think you'd be wise to do that first. It shows you as interviews of all the people, because see, even if I just give you a name of an organization, it's easy to make one phone call and it don't sound right, whatever. And see, that's why in the ebooks and the courses, I have videos of the people who are doing the work. I go and interview these people. So you'll see the interview that I've done with these people, and they explain, like, how is an inventor? Yes. I mean, the one interview I have in there too is this guy said, he was telling me about this woman who just got called from an invention company. The invention company wanted $7,000 to work on the lady's invention. And the guy was saying, this is a government office who already gets grants to help them for free. Say, I could do the same thing, but I won't charge you anything, And the lady was so pig-headed, she probably went and blew $7,000. I don't know for sure, but that's it is. I mean, people are just so skeptical. See, I use these programs all the time. I learned about them by using them for my Fortune 500 clients. See, I'd go to them, and I'd get all this stuff for free, and I'd put my name on it and sell these my Fortune 500 for tens of thousands of dollars. And I got sick of helping rich people. I said, why doesn't everybody use that? See, but we don't. We're skeptical or whatever, anything from the government, and I don't believe that at all. I think it's the other way around, because people who are not already got paid for that, how are you running? How's your running going? Yeah, I have flat shoes. I'm doing new shoes. I want to go au natural, and so that's changing all my muscles. So I had a row for the last few days to get some of the kinks out of the muscle, but the next day or two I'll be back running again. And then sometimes I only run, like 3 or 4 miles, and then walk the other 1 or 2 or whatever. Very awesome. I study it for nutrition. An ancient Indian method for fast, accurate medical. Oh, nice. People know what you're talking about out there. That's great for everyone. See if you have Freegal in your library, and download Vacation from the Dirt Heads. Oh yes, I tried to go on. I gotta get a subscription to my library, and I saw that again. But the link you sent me, I never was able to get anything from that file. I was never able to open up the file you originally sent. So I'll try to figure out, get to my library and get that. And even I went to Freegal and try to get it there, and I could get to their site, but then they want me to put in my library code, so I gotta get a library card. I go hang out there. I never take out books, so I don't know if I even have one. I may have someone there. Okay, so that's it. Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Okay, here's another thing too, particularly you have seniors you're taking care of, you need a house fixed. There's something called the Area Office on Aging. And this is all over the country. This was set up years and years ago. And it's a big infrastructure just to help seniors with any kind of problems they have. And they know about programs. There's a lot of fix-up money for seniors in their house. Free, because they have to. And they want to give grants for that so they can stay in the house longer. I can't get around the house. Well, they have grant money to fix it up, and so you can stay in your house and they don't have to pay in a nursing home, right? So that stuff it is there. And a place to find that is your Area Office on Aging. And there's something called the Elder Care Locator. Elder Care Locator, okay? And that is an 800 number that you could call for anything. I remember my mom was complaining about my father when they were retired down in Florida. She wanted to divorce him. So I called the Elder Care Locator because I was up here in Washington, D.C. She was down in Florida trying to get her free legal help to get divorced. So I'm a guy. You say something, I find a solution. Little did I know she really didn't want it. She just, pissed off for the moment. It's a he said, she said thing. So Elder Care Locator. Just go to eldercare.gov or eldercare acl.gov. I wonder why ACL. But if you just Google Elder Care Locator, Elder Care Locator, that's it. And make sure it's a .gov, you'll find it. And the phone number will be on that. Now, the other ways to do it too is crowdfunding. You could do crowdfunding is a way to get money for housing. There's even special crowdfunding sites just for housing. You know, fix up money, deposit money, all this kind of stuff. So that's another cool way. And you see how NYMA using it like that. Also, if you're a veteran, I put up something on Free Money News about how out-of-state veterans could get in-state tuition in states. Like you put it up from Michigan. Michigan has that. Any veteran anywhere in the world could go for in-state tuition at all the universities in Michigan. Well, isn't that cool? So, I mean, you could save $50,000 over a couple of years doing that. Yep. And that's neat. But, you know, we got a whole bunch of hits on that, like nothing else. So that's why if you're looking, so I forget, I'm a vet, but I don't think about it much at all. So vets or whatever, that the best way or place to get help to see what programs are for vets is this place. It's called the County Veterans Service Office. County Veterans Service Office. I've done studies, I've seen studies by the General Accounting Office. These are the bean counters, you know, in the government that show that office, what's your opinion about the bond yield? Don't care. I think, you know, what's so funny, thinking about the stock market and everything, you know, that's going down. When anything, you know, anything that's good for the worker is bad for yeah, the business and the rich people. So that's right. See, wages are going up. So, hey, all the rich people are pissed. They can't make businesses are going to make less money because people are going to have to pay more wages. Or so stock market goes down when wages go up. Yeah? Or the stock market goes up when they fire people, because that means now businesses are going to make more money and give less to employees. See, so it's so funny to me. So I don't know why that is bad, the stock market going down, unless you want to protect the rich, I guess. So, but there's confidence. I'm sure it's much more complicated than that, but in a general sense, whatever. Okay, also here is that other link I'll tell you about the 65 public and private grants for people with disabilities and other people and seniors or whatever to fix up a home or their car or take advantage of technology. And this is such a great list of grants. It's incredible. Now that's up there now on Free Money News, and I'm going to put this whole list up there as soon as I finish this. And let's see, Brian. Okay, was that who's waiting for the book? Was that Brian? Was that you? Yeah, I've got to go through my. But I'll do that right now and get that. Okay, oh yeah, Brian Bates. Okay, Brian. I'm going to do that now. Anybody have any questions? Don't forget, I'm adding new states all the time. We just added Michigan because of Brian. It's now, but he didn't get his, even though I'm letting other people know it. Poor Brian, who was the first one to buy it. Okay, here's the websites. One Stop, that's a $59 one. It's really $79, but it's still on sale. I don't know. I'll take it off sale. That, and if your state isn't there, you know, just go to the for your state, do the generic one, and I'll do it in 2 weeks. The Talk, that's $1 a minute. Want to talk? I'll get you on your way with free sources. Courses, I have a bunch of the One Stops now also on courses at Udemy. And they're like $5 more there because it may be a little easier for some people. If you already have the download, don't worry about it. And the research reports I do are for housing. So I give you a huge report on housing. Because it affects the real estate, your audience that have debt and pay interest. Yeah, but if you're locked into interest, yeah, I mean, sure, it's complicated. We're all connected, hopefully. So I do one for real estate. So for $50, you get every real estate program where you live, and for $80, you get every program for starting a business or starting a nonprofit. And then don't forget, Gabe and I are going to do Free Money Olympics. So, and that's on Facebook groups. Let's Go Fans, that's plural, question and answer, okay? Facebook groups, Let's Go Fans, question and leave a good freebie for the rest of us to share. We're going to give out prizes after the closing ceremony of the Olympics, okay? So you have a few things there. So go do some research. You know what to do? You always wanted, hey, is there money for me to go to China? Okay, so research that. And then you find that thing, hey, shit, there is. So put it up there because it's going to get you some prize money there. Not cash, but I got to give products and services and stuff like that. Okay, and then Free Money News, that's where I put my daily things that I find out that are cool, and I put a whole bunch up today. What else did I put up today? 4 months of free cleaning if you're a cancer patient. Isn't that cool? Somebody's giving 4 months of free house cleaning for cancer patients. Grants and scholarship for adult students. This is a good link. Again, Oklahoma, I couldn't believe it. Because it's not only for going to school in Oklahoma, it's going to anywhere. So they have a great link. There's about 300-400 programs there to all the links to find out. Because if you Google scholarships, you're just going to get screwed, to tell you the truth, what's going to happen. Local grants for career training, okay, I show you about them. Victims of domestic abuse are eligible for unemployment money. How do you like that? So you're a victim of domestic violence and you're eligible for unemployment. And also, you're eligible for crime victims assistance money. So that's cash if you're a victim that way. Learn about a government program that gives you free money to live on while you start a business. That's in there. How to start your own nonprofit with fashion products. Samples. This is a great story. It's like Naima's story. What she did is apparently all the big fashion houses or whatever you call them, they use these clothes and everything, and once or twice, in models and stuff, then they just throw them away. What she does is collect this stuff and sell them on the internet and gives the money to people who want to go to school. So, I mean, see, if you're creative, 4 month must be stage 3. It's really like you're sick and recovering through chemotherapy and stuff like that. So I mean, people like that. Military spouses can get $4,000 in job training and free help to start their own business on a base. This is a proposed law that they're just passing through Congress, and I would think it's going to go through, because this is for vets. So they're going to give, they're going to take care of the spouses finally. They're the people that get dragged all over the world and can't do anything. So they're $4,000 of job training money and then help to start a business on the base. So they're going to help you start businesses, and that's legislation. Yeah, that looks like it. You don't need a grant writer. Oh, that's from yesterday, right? Veterans from any state. Yeah, oh, that's from yesterday. So we're into yesterdays, okay? So you want to, the top 50 high-wage demand careers in Michigan, okay? The top 50 high-wage demand careers. See, that's what you got to look at this stuff. And not that you want to jump on one of these, because there's some things in your heart you want to do that better, but just can get an idea what's there, because maybe you could bend a little bit what you're doing to where the world is going and be able to ride that wave a little bit too. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to go. I got to do new research, and I got to find Brian's book. What happened? Brian, email me now too. So I got the right email address. Let's Go Free Radio, because as soon as we hang up here, I'm going to go find that and see what the hell happened. Okay? Cheers. Let's see, who's on first? How to start a business in that cash. Help to start a business. Is that cash? Don't know. It wasn't clear yet on that. Come on, come on, come on. None of these go off. Oh, oh, come on, it's a low battery, it's saying.